Today we are going to be preparing vegetable soup. Here we have oil, blended pepper and onions, blended crayfish, dried fish, meat and meat stock, water leaf and pumpkin. Place your empty pot on heat. You pour oil into the pot. Immediately add blended bell pepper and onions. You stir completely and let it boil for some time. Now it's time to add crayfish, blended crayfish. So I'm sharing it into two. I'm going to add 1 part to the boiling pepper and oil. So I've added 1 part already, then I stir the mixture together so it blends with the pepper and oil. I'm going to add my fish for good taste. I stir just a little bit so the fish doesn't end up scattering inside the food. I carefully stir. So we are done with stirring. Then cover the pot so it can boil for some time. Opening to check. Now it's time to add salt and seasoning. So I add salt and seasoning into the food and stir carefully because of this fish so it can remain intact, so it doesn't end up scattering inside the food. Now I'm adding my meat stock and the meat together. I actually used beef and cow head in preparing this food, so I add the meat to the food and stir carefully because of the fish. Keep stirring till it's completely mixed. So you cover for the food to boil for some time. After that, open to check. Now I'm going to remove the fish from the food because I'm going to be doing a lot of stirring. I'm going to be doing a lot of stirring while I'm adding my leaf. So I have to remove the fish so it doesn't end up scattering in the food. I completely remove all the fish from the food. I have to stir again since the food has been boiling and it was covered. I have to stir again. Then it's almost time for me to add the leaf. First of all, I'm going to add the water leaf. That's the first leaf I'm adding. I'm going to add the water leaf. Then I stir very well. Mix it together with the pepper. Mix completely. I have to stir it very well so everything can blend together and have a very yummy look. So you see the pepper, I didn't grind it so smooth. I didn't blend it so smooth. So I can see the little roughness in the food. It gives it this colorful look. That's why I always blend it not so smooth. I'm taking my time to stir very well. Stir and mix together mix the leaf all together. And now it's almost time for me to add my pumpkin to the food. Now I'm adding pumpkin to the food. I love the dark green of this pumpkin. Add it to the food. It's going to mix completely with the water leaf. So I'm mixing it together with the food. I love the color of this green. So fresh. Now, if you're outside Nigeria and you're not able to get water leaf or pumpkin, you can use spinach or green leaf. I think you could use those two leaves and blend together. It will also give you a yummy taste. Stir very well, blend together. Oh my, I love the color of this food. So now I'm adding the second part of the crayfish, the blended crayfish. I didn't finish while putting the first half. Now I'm adding the last one to the food. I usually do this because there's this good taste it gives the food. This is the finishing. There's this good taste it gives the food, extra yummy taste. So the food will become so delicious. That's why I usually like adding crayfish at the last point of the food. You remember the fish I removed the other time so it doesn't scatter in the food? Now I'm putting it back into the food. It's time for me to stir, but I'm going to do it carefully because I've done all the major stirring. So I'm just going to stir just a little bit so it blends with the food. So the fish is just the last thing I added, and as you can see, it didn't scatter in the food because I added it at the last point. So guys, subscribe to my channel, always like and share my videos. And now the vegetable soup is ready. Thank you guys for watching.